Hey everybody, it's Tiffany with Rangemaster, and I am back with a fantastic breaking news announcement. And that is that one of my dear, dear friends, Andy Anderson, who I'm used to seeing at TACCon as an attendee, and also at other Rangemaster classes and other training events as an attendee, is now joining the TACCon instructor cadre. And let me tell you something, we are so lucky to have him because Doc Anderson just kind of does it all. He's sort of superhuman and I don't know how he does it. So so if you've not trained with him, I'm going to give him an opportunity to introduce himself. Andy, it's so good to see you and congratulations. Welcome to the cadre. Please introduce yourself to everybody at TACCon who doesn't know you yet.
Well, thank you. It truly is an honor. I've been going to TechCon since 2013, and I don't feel like I raised to the level of some of the instructors there because they're some of the best instructors in the nation coming in. But I am so honored that Tom asked me to come in. As far as my background, I started off as a paramedic, and I remember the first gunshot wound that I went on. In the movies, everybody gets shot and they fall down and they're blown back, and it wasn't that impressive. So that's my first eye-opening event that the world of TV and movies and reality are two different things. They're far, far apart. Um, Spent 9 years on the ambulance, left there and went to medical school. And the only reason I went to medical school was to work in the emergency department. After graduating, it was kind of like, well, if you like trauma, why not stay at the only level one trauma center in the state? So I have been working at a level one trauma center for 21 years now. So 30 years of treating gunshot wounds. So I have seen a lot. I have treated a lot of people. And like Tiffany said, as far as taking classes, I classify myself as a Tom Givens fanboy. I just follow him around the country taking classes from him. I think I've taken everything he's offered since 2013, at least once, and some of them twice now. So, but anyway, tactical anatomy, what is it?
Yeah, yeah.
So, so one of the things I've picked up with my training with Tom and everybody else is that when we go to the range to train, we're always training on paper targets, and they're always set at a perpendicular to the firing line.
Mhm.
But in reality, the bad guys don't do that. They're moving, and so very few times do you get an opportunity to train in an environment where the targets are at a different angle. And what winds up happening is that you've been trained that this is a good shot. But if the bad guy's turning sideways and
Mhm.
it exits here and it never enters the thoracic cavity, you didn't do anything but, take out his chest muscle, which doesn't incapacitate him and doesn't stop him. By the same token, a shot way over here would be a bad shot on a target. But if the guy's turning sideways and it enters here and exits out over here and it goes through the big vessels on top of the heart, then that'd be a good shot. So we really need to be able to visualize where the major organs are in the body as the body is turning throughout space. And so what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to give some examples of that. And I'm going to show some different targets that are probably not as good and probably some targets that may help you be more accurate in your shot placement. So that's what I'm hoping to do.
And I got to tell you, folks, I've had a bit of a sneak peek at this class, which I'm sure Andy is continually updating. But I will say, if you're not a fan of death by PowerPoint, then you do not have to worry about that in this class. Andy has a wonderful way of conveying messages through visuals that are really, really just realistic and compelling and interesting, and you will be on the edge of your seat the entire time. And he just has a way of making points such that you really can't argue with him, you know? So I really admire that about you, Andy. And I know that our Attack Con attendees are in for a real treat. Folks, don't miss Tactical Anatomy with Andy Anderson, and who also, by the way, I will go ahead and give a public shout out, has worked as an RSO at TACCon. So you're just all over everywhere, lending us your talents, and we are eternally grateful. Thank you so much, my friend. I'll see you in Dallas. Give you a big old hug.
Can't wait to be there. Thanks, guys. Hope to see you there.